Hello, and today I will be breaking down Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2 Episode 4 Among the Lotus Eaters, and make sure to stay till the end of the video cause I have a special surprise for you, so sit back, grab a beverage of your choice, make sure to like, share and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we start the episode with Pike doing a captain's log, and he explains that the Enterprise and the Kionga are exploring a binary system together, and that gives Pike and Captain Battle time to be together, and Pike is making dinner when Captain Battle walks in. They both get calls but tell their officers not to disturb them. Battle gives Pike a gift, and it is a sailor's necklace, but then Battle gets a call from an admiral and she expects that she's going to be promoted to Commodore, but instead the admiral informs her that she won't be, and she tells Pike that Vice Admiral Pasek is punishing her because she lost the case with Una, and so Pike kind of breaks up with her. But then Pike gets a call from command and it's about Wriggle 7, and this is important because Pike had a mission to Wriggle 7. We then get a debriefing, and apparently the Starfleet Delta was spotted by a probe on Wriggle 7, so they have to go clean up their mess, and after the crew leaves, Pike and Una talk about him breaking up with Una, and she tells him that he's afraid that she's getting too close, and Pike eventually realizes this. But roll the intro and let's take a commercial break. Hey, have you heard Paramount is canceling Star Trek Prodigy and taking the show off their streaming platform? So if you want to save quality Star Trek, sign the petition in the description and comments below, and please stay till the end of the video. I still have another special announcement. Okay, back to the episode. So Ortegas does a log and we learn that she's going on the away mission, but when Data is shown by Spock, she is needed on Enterprise to keep it safe, but Pike promises that they'll get her next time, and she gets really upset at Spock. Their away team then lands on the planet, and Pike tells them that they have to use tools that the inhabitants use. Mbenga and Lan talk and then move on. Lan then hears some ringing in her ears, but she pushes on, and they then see that the Calorans have phasers, but they don't have long to process that information as the Calorans captured them and brings them to the King. Zach, who is one of the original away team members who was left behind, and he blames Pike, but then he orders them to be taken to a cell, and when then we see them in there, and they are starting to forget everything they know. But on the Enterprise, Yura seems to be forgetting what happened in the last hour, and Una orders her to go to sick bay, and for Ortegas to go with her. They get to sick bay, and Chapel sees that Yura has something wrong with her brain, but she can't tell what, as more people seem to have the same symptoms. But then Pike and the away team wake up and have no memory of who they are, but a man helps them get on their feet. They then break up rocks while Mbenga chops wood. Pike then starts a fight with the guards, and Lan helps but gets injured, and Mbenga then tries to help Lan but can't remember how to help her. Then we see Chapel explaining to Una what's going on with the crew, and then Spock recommends that everyone carry their file with them on a tablet at all times, but then Una starts to forget, and Spock takes command and orders Ortegas to fly them into the asteroids. We then see that the man has taken Pike, Mbenga and Lan into his home. He then tells them about how, according to legend, that there's a casket inside the castle that hold all Kala's memories, so they need to get that to get their memories back, and then they head out for the castle, and they set Lan down back to the Enterprise. Spock and Ortegas then forget, and Ortegas gets in the turbo lift and tell the computer to take her home. It takes her to deck 6 and tells her to follow the illuminated path, and she goes into her quarters, and she asks the computer who she is and tells her that she is Lieutenant Erica Ortegas, pilot of the USS Enterprise, and she goes into the corridor and says, "I am Erica Ortegas and I fly the ship." She goes to the bridge and does some fancy flying. Pike and Mbenga attacks some guards. Pike had to go into the castle alone and brutally attacks Zack. We see Ortegas do some more fancy flying with some commentary from Spock, but then Zack shows Pike some Starfleet supplies and Pike regains his memories and tells Zack that he mourned him, but everything that happened after was his own doing. He then brought in Mbenga, Lan and their new friend, and they all regain their memories. Mbenga and Lan do their eye touch and Luke explains that he had a family, and that all Kala deserves to remember. The crew gets their memories back, and then with Ortegas's fancy flying they are able to destroy the asteroid field. Pike then takes Zack and makes up to battle. They get back together and episode ends. But now for a special announcement. I am setting a goal for this channel that by the end of summer for this channel to be at 50 subscribers, and you can do that by liking, sharing and especially subscribing. So do it all and help me reach my goal. Live long and prosper.